Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I am focusing 100% on the rental market. All my videos today are about the rental market. Things are crazy, okay? Why is the rental market so important? The rental market is pivotal. It is pivotal to the housing market. Why? A lot of people that are renting right now, they want to be buying a house. They want to be that first time home buyers. And a lot of people that are renting, are the younger generation, right? I know there's people renting across the entire population, but in general, the younger population is definitely renting. The younger generation is kind of really screwed here. I'm gonna tell you why real quick. Why? Because their parents are most likely in their 60s and 70s, semi-healthy, right? And the problem with that is that for a lot of us, saving up a big down payment to be able to put down on a house is incredibly difficult, especially when rents are through the roof. When rents are through the roof, it makes it that much harder to be able to save, right? So the point of the story here is that if you're in your 40s or 50s and your parents pass away, they might leave an inheritance for you, right? And then you could use that inheritance to buy a house. But like I said, with the young people, their parents are not old enough to, be able to, basically, not to sound all dramatic, but passing away basically and leaving them some money. So it's making it very, very hard for the young people to save that money. And it's kind of throwing everything out of whack because not only is rent high, but properties are super duper high. Now they are gonna start coming down. Like I said in my previous videos, I believe we're definitely went from a seller's market to a buyer's market, but prices are still super duper high. We're gonna have to wait at least a year, maybe 2 years, maybe 3 years to get that perfect deal on that perfect house. But the day is coming. All indicators are showing a recession. All indicators are showing a huge downturn in the housing market. You just have to kind of be ahead of it. You got to be able to save 20% to put down on the house, and you got to be able to have a W-2 job. These are two very important factors when buying a house. 20% down will keep you not having to pay PMI insurance. If you're putting anything less than 20% down, the banks require you to get this PMI insurance that is basically insurance for the bank just in case you're not able to pay your mortgage, because the bank feels that if you're putting less than 20% down, that you might not be as responsible to make that mortgage payment. So they stick you with an extra, insurance, which is BS in my opinion. Another thing is you need a W-2 job. Why a W-2 job? Because the banks are going to give you the best rates if you are a W-2 job, okay? If you're a private contractor, you could still get a loan. The rates are gonna be much higher because the banks don't trust private contractors because they don't feel like they might have a good month and they might have a bad month and they don't want to get stuck with that mortgage payment. So again, that's how it's looking like right now. And now let me jump right into this article. You guys are gonna love this. Rent prices are, okay, so this is from CNBC, and I'm gonna have a link to this article down in the description. So check this out. Rent prices are soaring in these 5 US metros. Here's what to know before moving to a cheaper area. Rent prices have swelled during the first half of 2022, hitting a national average of $2,500 for a double-digit increase year over year. While moving to a cheaper area may slash your rent or mortgage, other unexpected costs might hurt your budget, experts say. So yeah, obviously, if you move to a cheaper area, it means you're gonna be moving farther away from your job, which means you're gonna be paying more for commuting. And with gas where it is, I mean, shoot, you could be spending, $400-500 a month on gas, having to commute an hour or so to work, or more. So that is a problem. So you gotta think like, well, shoot, is it closer to live closer to work and pay higher rent, or is it better to live farther away and get a little bit of a deal in rent? So that's, it's a case per case basis, and depending on what city and what, if you got good areas if you got good public transportation, you might think about that. It all really depends where you live. So here, check this out. Let's just jump right in it. 5 US metros with the most expensive monthly rents. LA, Long Beach, California, Anaheim, California. Whoa, look at this. $4,600. That's a lot of money. San Diego, Carlsbad, California, $4,600. Bridgeport, Connecticut, 45, San Jose, 42, Oxnard, Thousand Oaks, very nice area, 4,200. And the 5 US metros with the least expensive monthly rents are Mobile, Alabama, Dayton, Ohio, Wichita, Kansas, Akron, Ohio, Canton, Ohio. So here, look, and the prices are like $1,400, $1,400, $1,300. Here's the deal. When a lot of people say, wow, I mean, Mobile, Alabama, it's $1,400, very affordable somewhat. And then you have Los Angeles at $4,600. You got to say, oh man, you know, but let me tell you something. Los Angeles, Long Beach, Anaheim, this is Orange County. These areas are very highly desirable. You know, I've never been to Mobile, Alabama, okay? And I'm sure it's really, really nice, and I'm sure it's awesome, and I've heard great things about Mobile, but there's something to say about, you know, living in Southern California. If you've never been to Southern California, then it's really hard to explain why it's so desirable. Basically, there's a few factors. You got weather is insane, okay? It's just insane. It's 75 degrees year round, and at night it drops down to 55 degrees. So you don't have to use air, you know, you might have to put the heater every once in a while, but in general, you don't have to run AC and you don't have to run the heater, right? It's like that. It never rains. That's why it's always like, that's why we always have, they have fire warnings here, because it never rains. It rains like 3 days a year, it feels like sometimes. So it's really, really nice. And another thing is there's jobs, okay? There are high paying jobs here. There are big, big jobs here. Like if you wanna, like the best of the best, right? Depending on what job you work at, they are living in Southern California, right? So that's why the prices go up. Now, when you compare it to Mobile, Alabama, right? You know, I mean, how many Fortune 500 companies are based in Mobile, Alabama? You know, what kind of commerce does Mobile, Alabama have? And then you could see why that there's such a disparity. So, you know, when buying, it's a whole different story here. So here, let's continue reading. There may be let's talk about the hidden expenses of moving. While moving to a cheaper area may slash your rent or mortgage, other expected costs may hurt your budget. Expert says losing your network or your village is a big hidden expense. Without access to friends and family, costs like childcare, pet sitting, and more can add up quickly. And traveling may be more expensive from a smaller city, depending on your airport or transportation options. So again, yeah, transportation, depending on where you work. It is best to research some of these costs before moving to a new city to help make your decision. So I know somebody, actually, check this out. I know somebody that works as a nurse in in Newport Beach, California, and good paying job. And she actually moved, I want to say, to Idaho. I believe she moved to Idaho, and she literally gets on a plane when she needs to go to work. She'll do like 6 days in a row, and she'll fly back and forth, and she'll have a few days off in between, you know, whatever. So that's crazy. But yeah, this person just got sick of living in Southern California, and she definitely wanted to live somewhere different. I think she was moving to Coeur d'Alene. I think that's the name of the town that she moved to. And yeah, she was like, it's a beautiful place. I'd rather live here. It's a lot nicer. But she's got a great job down in Southern California. So she's sitting there saying, you know what? It's not a big deal to jump on an airplane and fly back and forth to do my shift. I believe this person has some family in Southern California, so she could stay there for free, which definitely helps out. But it's kind of crazy to think about what people will do in order to keep their job in the big city, but also live somewhere else where it's just a different lifestyle, right? Very, very interesting, very interesting. But again, what's your situation? Are you renting? And you know, what are you thinking? Would you move to a smaller city to buy a house? And maybe change jobs? I mean, how much sacrifice are you going to do for where you live? Because remember, guys, if you are renting, You know, one of the biggest things that you could do to better your life is to buy a property, to buy a house, that is the American dream. You know, you have to be able to, save, a lot of money to make that down payment, and you got to make that mortgage every month. But man, let me tell you, it is a great payout. It is a great payout. You're going to build wealth, and you're going to be able to build generational wealth. I mean, wealth that you could pass down to your family. So think about that. It's a great investment. Now, I want to just say thank you guys so much for watching my videos and supporting my channels. You have no idea what this means to me. I am so happy. I've been getting so many views and so many comments and so many likes that it's just overwhelming. I just want to say thank you guys so much. Now, if you guys like my videos, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and go ahead and like and leave a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.